Good day, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good night, whatever it may be in your area of the world. I'm just setting up because I didn't use Streamlabs this morning for some reason, and now I've got to fix everything. I will be with you in a moment. Just making sure that we're in focus. Okie dokie. How are we getting chat? I'm coming. All right. Hey, Mona. Mona. How we doing? What's happening in your neck of the woods? How is the East Coast? Still don't know what I'm doing with myself. All right, I'm kind of think I'm half organized. No, I'm not. I'm not even pretending I'm organized. I decided good morning, or actually, evening, Dawn. How are you? I decided, last night before, instead of going to sleep, that I needed to rearrange all the furniture in my craft room, in my art room, my art space, my little area, my nook. So that was fun. Georgia comes out and it's just like, can you just take your medication and go to bed? And I'm like, yeah, well. So that's right. It's all right. Hey, Renee, how are you, my darling? Oh, just got done having some snow. You just like to rub it into me. You get to snow it up, and I'm stuck here in Queensland summer heat. Actually, it's been very dreary. Hey, Jana. Yana. Oh, is it with the Y or the J? Just so I say it right. I want to say Yana, but just checking. It's always hard with those ones whether you're a Y or a J sound. But yeah, I'm like, just all over the shop. All over the shop. However, I have been, my goal this year is to use, yeah, Jay, but said Yana. Okay, I thought it was. I was just checking. I automatically would have defaulted to Yana, but I just wanted to not insult you if I got it wrong. What was I saying? Something about something. Oh, my brain is in full ADHD mode at the moment. I'm better. Oh, Renee. Oh, I hope you get. Oh my gosh. Oh, sending love and. Yes, Angie. That kind of stuff is all the same. It's not anything major changes. Just a couple of little rearranging of those little cube unit ones. Just so when you walk into the house, the first thing you don't see is a whole mess of paper kind of thing down near the fireplace. That was all. Oh yeah, it's been rainy and it's Ryan. Oh, good. I'm glad it's good. It's been raining for the last few days here, so it's drizzly and dark and joyful. Emily, oh hello, my darling. Mwah. How are you? Yep. Oh yay, meetings. Yeah, mine start this week too. I got to go back to work. I don't want to. I need to win lotto. All right. Now, because I'm in the elusive, I don't know what I'm doing, I can't choose. So this is where, hey, Jamie. Hello, my darling. This is where you guys come in. All I knew is I wanted to use Prismacolors, and I wanted to go back to old place in my head. So it started last week when we were talking about Kirby's. I pulled out Kirby's World Within Worlds. So we've got this one, okay? And it is there. And this is what page Georgia chose, which is actually in the middle of a signature. But anyway, this is the book Georgia chose. So this is the book. This is the page Georgia chose. So we've got that one. Then I was like, Monja. We all know I love Monja. And so then I pulled out a couple, basically anything that I had already printed on some kind of, proper paper. Ronnie, good afternoon, my dear. So there's a couple of Monja pictures. So we've got Lucille and Clara. And then I'm like, wait up. I'm just looking at my screen and it's backwards. Is it in the right frame for you guys? I don't know what's happening here. I didn't use StreamYard. And I'm like, is it backwards? Am I like suddenly looking right-handed, or is it normal for you guys? I've gone through a YouTube studio and it's been a long time. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. It's been a long time since I've gone through YouTube studio and I'm like, wait up, it's all reversed. And then I've got Christine Karen. So I've got Dear Diary and Wildberry Bloom. And basically I have no idea what colour. So it's now your turn to pick. All right. Okay. Please go. Tell me what I'm doing. Oh, thank you, Yana. Oh, you should see you should see what I've got coming. But I finished off a couple of projects, so I'll probably do a halfway point. I finished off a couple of things. I finished off all right, we've got Clara. Clara's got a vote. Okay. Finished off, what was I saying? I finished off my Paris album. I don't know, Dawn. You've got to tell me. That's the thing. I'm completely clueless as to what I'm doing. I am in delusion land. I've got no idea. But yeah, I finished off an album that was it was a custom album that I was from 6 months ago. But I don't know if anyone else has that kind of, it's these kinds of things that cement in me that I really need to go get ascertained. Because I just had a block and I could not. All right, so we've got Steampunk. Hey, Kellyanne. We've got Clara and Steampunk Hat Lady have some votes. All right, so they're coming to the front. All right, so we're going to put Christine away. She's had no votes. I'm looking like Steampunk Lady is coming to the win. All right, okay, Calamity, Steampunk. Okay, listen, I'm just going to go with that. I'm happy it's a Monja. So that works with me. I was tossing between these two myself. So, and I was like, George has been reading Jane Austen, so I've got, had it in my mind of the whole, kind of thing. But then Steampunk is always cool. All right. How are you today, Calamity? All righty. Okay. All right, so we're doing Lucille. See, now she's got to be a redhead. Only old people will get that. But do you agree that she now has to be a redhead? I hadn't decided until I just saw what her name is. And I'm like, well, clearly she must be a redhead. So what's the goss while we get started? While I figure out what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm bringing out the old school Prismas. I've got to figure out a way just for fun that we use lavender and lilac, because I have, Angie has, so therefore I have 5,000 of these pencils now, so probably should use them. But yeah, so this is my, for any newbies, this is my Prismacolor chart. If you ever want it, just send it to me, and just send me an email, and I can shoot it to you. But basically, I went and put it in my own color family order that suited me and the way I see things. So that's my chart, if anyone's wondering. Okay. Woo! What am I doing? Thinking. Face. That's what I'm doing. It's been a while, people. It's been a while since I've done a portrait too, which is, I kind of wanted to do a portrait. All right. Skin. Where you be? There you be. I hope I've got backups of this one. Otherwise, Angie will be like, I'll go to the art shop, because she's just been going to the art shop and and having a bit of fun. Every time it's like, I'm going to the art shop, because we down in Melbourne, there's this store of heaven. And so, I forgot, prismas need gentle loving care. I forgot that there's a what am I doing? Hold on, I'm just gently sharpening. Apparently I do have, it says here I've got a backup of cream, so I'm all good. I have to drop in to pick up stuff anyway. Prisma white, it's always good. But I think we've got 5,000 of them too. What am I doing? Cream. Just going to come in and do a base layer. It's been so long since I've thought about colouring. But yeah, so we're going to, she might, I reckon, lilac eyes. We'll go for lilac lavender eyes with flaming red hair. Woo! Yum. Evelyn, Ashley, hello, my loves. How are you? I'm going to zoom in now that we've chosen. I'll just zoom in a little bit so you don't have to see my messy desk. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Look at that. Okay. I'm coming back to you. Oh, gosh. No, I'm not. It's been a while since not doing StreamYards, and I'm like, thinking, you're making a giant swatch page. Oh, the watercolor ones. I love those. I want Angie to do that with all her watercolors. Those huge, big, oh, sorry, just knocked the microphone. The huge, big watercolor swatch charts that are an art piece in itself. They're incredible. Hey, Evelyn, that's fine. Just knowing you're here is enough. And you're probably, if you've got your feet up, I will expect that you might just nod off into the land of Never Never Land for a little while. Yeah. I thought you might, Angie, because I just who did I see? It was on one of the streamathon that I was part of for New Year's. I can't remember which artist it was, but she was showing her massive watercolor swatch chart that it was glorious. But I can't remember who it was. I mean, I can't even remember my own name, let alone someone else's. So just remembering, I always like to have a light layer of some kind of pigment down before I start doing anything. So that's all I'm doing with this cream. You probably can't even see it, but that's kind of what I'm doing. I like to have something down before I start. She has 60 tubes of watercolor to swatch out. Whoa. That's awesome. What brand? I've heard good things about the new Paul Rubin watercolor set. I saw Lindsay from the Frugal Crafter was saying that they were pretty good. Oh, the Arteza. Oh, yes, he's talking about Arteza, and I just get jealous. It's like that, you know. I don't needs it, but I wants it because I can't have it. But yeah, I've been sorting out all my art and craft stuff, and I'm like, I don't need anything. I'm like, I have just so much issues. All right, so I think I've got all of the skin. Renee, have I got all of the skin? You always find it for me if I've missed stuff. I think I do. All right. Okay. What do I want? My brain's just not thinking. So you'll have to deal with me for a moment. It's just not. All right. Chestnut. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Fair enough, Evelyn. Yeah, Dawn, my medicine makes me sleepy too. That's why my daughter was telling me to take mine last night because, you know, apparently me deciding to move furniture at 10 o'clock at night was offensive to her. But yeah, that's why I was never too worried about the Arteza because it was nothing that I've seen I need to write home about that I needed to have it and find a solution to not having it. I'm like, I can live without it. There's a speck on the page. It's going to drive me nuts. Now, I would not be able to tell you what paper this is printed on. It'll be something like a drawing paper. But yeah. Hey, Pamela. How are you, my darling? I don't think it's the Canson because it's just not, it's too white to be the Canson, but it'll be some other kind of drawing paper. Except you've loved anything Arteza except the pencil, so there you go. Yeah, I'm like, I can get enough of those kind of brands. I was like, yeah, no, I don't really need it. I don't know. Why do we always start on skin first when we do portraits? It's just like, I don't know. Or is it just me? All right, slowly. Slowly. It's been a while since I've done a portrait, so you're getting hungry, Dawn? I had a healthy breakfast of. Do you want to see what my healthy breakfast was? That was my healthy breakfast. Mm-hmm. Yep. Is how we roll here. All right. Oh, there's a bit of skin down here. Don't let me forget about this skin down the bottom. Yeah, totally. No, Coke, no sugar, because Fresh and Safe didn't have Pepsi Max when I went in yesterday. I was like, rude. It was $2 a week. So it was a nightmare in Fresh and Save. So I was like, oh, well. Love $2 a week. Walked out with nearly a full trolley for $100. I was like, yes. I think a trolley is what you guys call shopping carts or something. We just call them trolleys. Yeah, Monja by far is my favorite portrait artist, hands down, my absolute favorite. And just a lovely person to boot. She's just genuinely lovely. All right, so that was chestnut. Oh, just because we were talking about it, I'm going to use it. Just feels right. It's saying use me. Use me. Can come in with chocolate. Yeah, you missed $2 a week. Oh yeah, she nails it. Chocolate. Yeah, you missed $2 a week. We had some good $2 sales too, which was good. It's good because I'm poor, because I had to buy Georgia new uniforms for 1 year of school that she has left of junior school, because she's a giant freak and has outgrown all of her uniforms. And I'm like, you've only got 1 year left of junior. I don't want to buy new ones. But apparently, I don't have a choice. Hey, Bonnie, how's it going? Oh, yeah, like Lindsay seemed quite, I think she said that they're all right, the Arteses too. And same with the acrylics are supposedly okay. I don't know. I got that much stuff. It's not funny. Oh, I'll have to show you. Whilst it might not appear that I've been arting, I have been arting. I've been arting on large scale. I'll show you a picture. Been doing a mural in one of my colleagues' classroom over the holidays. All right, now I'm going to come in with French Grey 70. Oh, it's as big as their lips. Yeah, it's a bit like mine. I need to get, what is it called? Whatever, lip plumper thin old lady lips is what I'm getting. Yeah, sounds like, yeah, I agree with both. Yes, Ashley, yes. All right, there you go. That's what I've been working on. So it's incomplete because we just ran out of time. So we'll eventually go back across the back of a whole classroom. But working with, Em was helping, Georgia was helping, and my colleague and all of that. But so it's a whole lot of different styles all in one hit. But I just come along and was like, yeah, put something here, put something there, go nuts. So that's what it ended up being. Because she's an English history teacher, so there's if you look closely, there are some nods to Harry. So it's all about Romeo and Juliet. So we've got the Juliet balcony and stuff like that. But there's a little broomstick down here. There's a little rat in here, and then there's a little sock up there. And eventually, once I do the rest of the buildings over here, up in the background is going to be the silhouette of Hogwarts. You're on your third house, Jamie. That is awesome. They're kind of, yeah, it'd be addictive, like those little tiny things. I want the Japanese house at some point, but I'm like, no. I got 5,000 unfinished projects to do as it is. All right. Now I'm going to come in with 90% warm grey, French grey. Yeah, that's it, exactly it. Just add it to the unfinished project list. Aren't we all bad for that? I'm just like, I'm slowly getting through my projects. Slowly. And then I start on an unfinished project, and then my brain goes, ooh, what about doing something like this? And I start another project instead. So, you know how it is. We've all kind of been there. It's like, yep. Oh, I keep forgetting the skin down here. Oh, your current instructions are in Chinese. As long as it's got pictures. Instructions. Who needs them? She's got a lot of hair. All right. Trying to remember to actually put my pencils back away so I know what I'm using. You know, trying to be sensible. All right. Where are you? Where are you? Play Rose. Rosy Beach. I want Peach Beach. I want Beach here. Where did you go? I'm missing a pencil. No, there you are. There you are. Oh yeah, totally. I say that, but I always use the instructions myself, and I get a bit of a guideline, and then I move on. All right, beige sienna. Oh, blanked out. Tomorrow work. I think you're getting missed, Angie. I'm getting a lot from the girls. When's Angie coming home? It's like, yeah, at some point. I've got both my separate lots of parents coming to visit this week. I'm like, oh, I got parents here all week. Annoying. No, I love my parents. But my mum will be back on her way back home tomorrow. And then my dad's here later in the week for a few days. And I'm like, ugh. But dad's good. He's in his motorhome, so it's not too much effort on my behalf. He'll still complain about everything. However, and yeah. And I've got a new changes happening in this world. It's like craziness. But I've got a new person moving in downstairs probably in the next couple of weeks. My stuff's here now already, but I've still got the other person here. One of my colleagues needed to leave her current relationship. And so she's coming to stay here, which is good. Her and Angie can do green stuff. She likes to garden as well. Well, it's a job, so. Angie, I've had the girls doing a bit of the mowing over the last couple of days. Oh, it's been painful to watch. Um, yeah, well, that's what I mean. But when she was, when she, I imagine she does, because when she said, could she bring her stuff over and leave and things, and she's like, is it okay if I bring some of my plants? And I'm like, yeah. I said, I like to look at green stuff, I just don't want to do anything with it. She's and I'll get her to change the shower head down in the bathroom too. I don't know if I told you that Steve was just like, oh my gosh, what is this? So I've got to go get a new shower head, and I'll get her to change it. So, which is good, basically, because I can be bothered finding my shifter and tape and stuff, and she'll have that all. So, yeah. Yeah, that's frustrating when things get changed and all of that. I'll come home at some point. I think you're just having fun going to all of the art stores and the escaping your mother. Oh. All right. Peach beige. Yeah, that's me too, Evelyn. Unless I get the stuff that is provided by a never dying called plastic, then it's not going to survive. Although Mona's plant, I have managed to keep alive for nearly a year. That's like crazy for me. I'm like, how? Hey, I rescued my plastic plants from a dumpster, so it works. They all come from like the dumps thing, or they most of them have been bought at op shops and stuff. So I'm just giving them a second lease of life before their final death, probably. Still, one of the best finds was that dumpster full of all of the fake greenery. I was like, well, if you don't want it, I'll take it. Yeah, I forgot. And when I went down to water the plants, I went, oh, well, it's a bit late. So it became over the fence to the chickens. Because I saw it and it wasn't quite ready, and I'm like, oh, I'll get that. And then I forgot. I was like, oops. It's like craziness here. I'm kind of like half zoned out. I kind of get like that when I'm doing skin. I just kind of zone out. I'm like just focusing on the moment. All right, a little bit of nectar. Hey, Linda, how are you? Oh, yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, I just don't have it in me. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, I love going and I like the fact that I look out and I just see green. Like, I'm very blessed and I absolutely love it. But I just don't have that drive within me to want to keep them alive. As with always with skin, there's always an ugly duckling stage. Hey, Marilyn. How are you, my darling? Unless I've, if anyone ever wants to know how to color skin and you're willing to use 5,000 different pencils, you really do need to follow Monja. What she does is just, I don't know how she does it, but she's just an artist, basically, clearly. Um, Alrighty. Just putting pencils out of the way. All right. All right. Back in with some cream. Oh, Evelyn, at the moment, Casper's still in the cone of shame. Um, I'm going to take it off today, give him a bath, and see how he goes. Hope he doesn't rip it up again. Rip his face open. Oh, now I want pizza. Yeah, that's it, Marilyn. I just, yeah, she's done a some things where she's only used 5 pencils and it still looks phenomenal. Just that woman is, I don't know, something incredible. But yeah, the amount of pencils, I know, I just sit there and go, yeah, I can't do it. I've tried following along with one of her tutorials, um, and I'm like, no. I'm like, I must admit, I use a lot of colors too, especially in skin, but I can't do Monja level. I'm like, no. Try not to get it in your eyeballs, Tammy. That would be good. Yeah, no worries. Okay, that's fine, doll. Bye. Yeah, Marilyn, that's it. Her phone, it's like, no. No, we're not her. And that's okay. I would like to be, because she's phenomenal. But we not be her. So we're slowly getting there with some colour. All right. Going to come in with that. French Grey 70. We're making her a redhead. We're going to have a bit of fun. French Grey 90. Oh, thank you, Roni. She's still not done yet, but she's getting there. Oh, in salad, nice. Better than my chocolate breakfast. All right. Gonna come in with my friend. My friend, my dear with blender. Now I'm not going heavy with the blender. I just want to do some light blending with it, because I will come back over. Yeah, goldenrod is great, and that's what I mean. Like, the green makes sense because of the colors through the veins. Yeah, and it just makes it pop. I love it too, but I'm going for a redhead here, so they tend to be more of a cooler undertone. So I'm kind of steering away from the greens and going more the purples. But yeah, she does her she's just got a knack. I'm like, I don't have the knack. And it is a little one. I do have a bigger one there, but I'm like, I like to use them until they're little nubbins. Wait till I get my Prisma white out, and then you'll be like, okay. So what I'm being here with this, like I said, I'm not going too hard with this blender because I don't want to completely remove the tooth yet, because I still want to add a little bit more. But I just wanted to smooth it that little bit before I come in and continue to work on her face. All right. Woo, 40s in Florida. Woo, that's cold. Unusual. All right. Coming in with a little bit of light peach. Um, I know. I've been going good, Angie. But then I got, I fell back into old habits. Look, it's right beside me. What am I doing? Coming back in with chestnut. This is one of the first colors we use. Thanks, Evelyn. Um, yeah, that's it. I went old school. I was like, Prismas and Monja. Two of my favorite things when it comes to coloring. Bad, Tammy. I know. I'm sorry. I tried. I was trying to be good. It just doesn't work. I try to do the right thing sometimes. Especially when you're here, because you scare me. You'd be like, Tammy! 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 Alright. Chocoretto. So basically I'm repeating now what we did the first time. Warm grey 70. Thanks. I'm even managing to, I think, keep in frame for a change too today. It's probably because I'm like, problem is now doing freckles. I'm like, are they freckles or are they specks? Don't know. Warm grey 90. All right. Back with my little nibbin. I wouldn't want to cover the freckles. I'm like, no way would I want to cover these. Oh yeah, it does. But then again, I'm like, they're cute. I like freckles. I've got a couple of my students are beautiful natural redheads with freckles, and they're just stunningly beautiful. All right. Now I'm going to come in with my other nubbin friend. I do have a pencil extender here, which has another nubbin in it. Like, can you see how small this nubbin? Let's use this nubbin. Might as well use it up, eh? Except for I can't crank sharpen it. I need to hand sharpen it, and I don't know. I'm like effort finding my sharpener. Yeah, I love that natural kind of appearance, natural flawless beauty, embracing what you've got, what they gave you. Says me that likes to wear absolute ton of makeup when I want to. But she's coming together nicely, I think. Oh, look, it's nearly halfway time. Well, it is halfway time. I was like, felt like an hour. And I'm like, most of the skin done in an hour. I'm like, cool. So what else has been happening in the world? The world abroad? It's frustrating now. I legit don't know which are freckles and which are specks. I'm like, I don't know. Oh, we're nearly there. All right, that'll do for now until I decide to change it. You can watch Southpaw's all colour all day, yeah. Oh, looking all crazy. Weirdly enough, I don't fight Southpaw, and I don't fight like a right-handed. I've got this ambidextrous combination in the middle. It's weird. I fight my style. Well, I used to. I wouldn't even know what I do now. Stop fiddling with her skin, Tammy. Just stop. Okay. Let's give her some eyeballs. Lilac and lavender, wasn't it? Let's go. Lavender. Lilac. Six tornadoes? What? That's crazy. Does she really? Welcome to the dark side. All right. Okay. Lavender. Lilac. Completely went out of the line then. Nothing like going out of the line on a tiny eyeball. All right. Black grape. Oh. Yeah, luckily Australia is in the middle of a plate, so we rarely get any, and if we do, they're usually not too bad. Like that being said, every now and again we'll get something, but Back in with lavender. Coming in a little bit of grey lavender. Now, if they got rid of this shade, I'd be sad. Then I might be a little bit sadder about that. Grey lavender. There you go, Andy. There's one I need. I need a cool grey 10. There you go. I found something. I don't have backup. You've probably got about 10,000 of them. Oh, nice. I like it. All right. What am I doing? Someone speak to me and tell me what I'm doing with my life. Cool grey 30. Rosy beige. And cool grey 90. Yeah, absolutely. I get that. Like, there's just certain colors, like, the purples I can live with. That's fine. I'll find alternatives. They're not, but there's just some good colors that help. With achieving. I'll put it back, didn't I? Right. In with my nubbin. Yeah, no, yeah, but like, as in that skin tone, those right hues. Purples are great, but that's not what I meant, woman. Let's put it that way. I wasn't like devastated for life by the discontinuation of the lilac and lavender, because we can find alternatives. Right. Black. Sorry, I'm still kind of concentrating. Oh yeah, dioxide violet. That's absolutely. I nearly pulled that out, but then I went, nah. That's why I went with the black grape instead. Like those colors that are just there for tonal purposes, like we can't live without them. They are important. It's like, yeah, well, they said I think they're replacing the two purples with one purple. What are they calling it? Amethyst or something. And then a colorless blender, but the Prisma blender's poo. It be poo is my opinion of it. All right, so I'm going to use the very thin black. Mainly because I'm too lazy to sharpen my poly black. Oh, it still even works. Oh, there you go. There you go. Sorry, quiet. Little details and me are not like the best of friends. Yeah. Yeah, well that's it. We'll see what they end up with. It'll be something. No doubt. Alrighty. Can I call it Mr. Jones? Call it Mr. Jones. Oh, she's a bit juicy. I went and got myself a new what's it called? Signo the other day. She's a bit juicy. Mmm. One of the houses smell like candy. Oh, yum. Is it meant to be like a sweet store or something? I'm just fluffing here now, by the way. Spending an awful lot of time on an eyeball. All right, lippies. Lip, 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 lip. Lip, 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 lip. Got light peach. Rosy beige. Yeah, fluffing. I'm fluffing about. Very technical tone. Coming in with nectar. Well, I'm glad you're not allergic to Angie. That's good, Jamie. But yes, hopefully it's not something you're allergic to. All right. What was it? What other did I want? Someone tell me. Come in with a bit of chestnut. Basically, I can be bothered finding other colours. The glare on here, I'm like, I can't see what I'm doing. coming back in with light peach. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Sing. Be my lover, get with my friends. Oh, thanks a lot. Just what I want, Spice Girls in my head. I feel like I need just a tad more colour. Let's go with blush pink. Better. True. Very true. Oh, now it's just in my head. I'm like, ah. So I'm using the blender to blur out the edges of the lips because lips are not distinctively separate from our skin. So if we can, unless you're wearing lip liner and all, of course, but blurring out the edges just gives it that more natural pouty look. So if you ever want, makeup wise, if you ever want like a nice pout, you actually need to blur the edges of your lip line and blend it into your skin tone. And it gives more of a pouty look than lip liner and a whole lot of lipstick. And Ashley's like, yes. All right. Oh, lip liner I like lip liner, but it's got to be done well. Some people choose to, well, they just don't realize what they're doing, and then they look like clowns. But lip liner can be good. It just has to be applied properly. As with all makeup, I can make blue eyeshadow look the bomb, or I could look like what's her name from Drew Carey. All in the application. All right. Well, what do you reckon? Is she looking prettier? Oh, look, they're nearly halfway there. Well, we only got half an hour to go, man. All right. Okay. Let's start with G. G. G-O. G-G-O. Okay, only Australians will get that one. All right. No worries. That's all right, Dawn. Go eat. That's all right. I'm probably going to go soon too because I'm hungry. All right. Garbo. Okay. As we've talked about a lot, Australians will shorten everything. So the garbage collector is the Garbo. So that's that one, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. All right. G'day. I don't think I need to greet that one. It's like when I go into streams, I always say g'day because it just says straight away without me having to explain where I live. We are renowned for our g'day and it makes life easier. I just say g'day and everyone goes, oh, you're Australian. I'm like, yep. And life is good. Then we've got a galah. All right. So our galah is basically a cockatoo, bit of a pink cockatoo. And but we call someone is a galah, it means that they're an idiot or silly or that kind of stuff. The gallops is the horse races. Bye, Dawn. Have a lovely time. Enjoy your food, doll, and rest well. If you game, you're up to it. You're ready for it. So you're game to have a go. I'm going to go have a gander at it. So gander is to look or investigate at it. We've done the garbo. To gargle your drink is just basically have way too much. Look, you'll just have to read them now. A geek. Have a geek at it. Again is to have a look at it. I'm just going to go have a geek. Yeah, the gentle Annie, no. Get off your bike. So basically is just don't get off your bike, mate. Don't get angry over it. Like just stay on your bike. Don't get off it. Stay on. Get one's ass into gear. I say that a lot to the girls. Can you get your ass into gear? I even say it to my students. Go figure. So basically, just start doing it. They're getting on my goat is to be annoyed by other people. Lots of people get on my goat, I can tell you that. Get the rough end of a pineapple. I love that one. To get the rough end of a pineapple means you're on the wrong side of the deal. To be duped, all of that kind of stuff. All right, the garn, okay, is basically the garn in Australia. If we just talk about the garn, we're talking about the train that goes through the middle of Australia. Okay, everyone knows what the garn is. But it's just basically a train that goes through the desert in the middle of Whoop Whoop. The Holy Ghost is you've just been ghosted. You've been surprised. A gibber is a stone. So, and to have a good gibber is a good stone that you flick in the water to get it to skip. And then the gibber plain or the gibber desert is country covered in tightly packed stones, which is pretty much all of Australia. All right, there we go. So we did a page. Oh, let's put you back without knocking the microphone. Okay. Oh, Reddit. Ginger Ninja. Let's get you going. Let's get you going. What do I want to do with myself? I just don't know what to do with myself. All right. Beige. So again, at this point in time, I'm not worried about like doing hair strokes or anything, but I am going in the direction of the hair. But this is just my first layer. I think you're all, if you're here for a long time, you know how I roll. It's not your first rodeo. I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know. Brain dead. Sounds good, hey? You can tell why like lessons and classes and stuff are no longer than an hour, because after your brain starts to blur. It's like, yeah, I can't do it no more. You know, going everywhere. Wish my hair looked like this. Naturally tousled. That'd be nice. So what's everyone's plans for the rest of the day or the weekend? I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest, but I'm going to do something. That's helpful, hey? What 5 things? I need to do washing. There you go. There's the excitement of my life. I need to go do some washing. All right. Sort shit. Yep, that sounds good. Goldenrod. Every time I pull out goldenrod, I can't help but think of like Goldfinger. I don't know why. Oh, it's like, yeah. Goldfinger. Mm. Oh, well, Bonnie, that works. Cat bed works. That's pretty much, that's, yeah. Oh, I haven't told. Oh, speaking of pets, man, it was freaky. We lost 2 of our rats earlier in the week. Don't know what happened. One of our that one that we've still got, so she was outside the cage, and there was Latte had passed, and it didn't look natural, trust me, inside the cage, and she had gone. So just completely gone. Don't know where. Hope she escaped and is living a blissful, free life, but absolutely no idea what occurred. So that was a big, like, what happened? So whether something got in and freaked them all out, and Latte was our fattest, so I don't think she could squeeze out of the cage. And like, it's not easy to squeeze out of the cage. They would have had to really been spooked to force themselves out. And I think that might have been what did her. She might have, like, I don't know. But yeah, it was crazy. So we do now, because I don't like, having one rat is not good for them. They are a social animal. So we went and bought another rat baby. Her name is Enola from Enola Homes. But she's got a heart mark on her butt, so she's just heart butt. That's what she'll be known to me as, is heart butt. But yeah, it was really bizarre. Like, I'm used to losing them naturally. But for something to have occurred like that, and just the unknown of what it was, or it's kind of like, okay. Yeah. We've got this new one. She's white, but she's got grey markings on her head and a grey heart butt. So she's kind of like, two-toned. Yeah, but she's fitted in quite well. She's looking after her. Little Soot is looking after her. So, which is good. All right, we got goldenrod done. Let's go for it is what it is, Jamie. Like, it doesn't, I've become accustomed to that. I mean, I used to dissect rats for a living, and I'm sad at their loss, but they have a short lifespan anyway. But I don't like that it wasn't a natural, whatever it wasn't natural. I don't know if I said this is burnt ochre. That's what I'm like. I don't like that. Abbe flicking. Flick. Flick away. Yeah, it is. It is. It's I don't like any animal to suffer. That's the worst of it. I nearly thought I was going to have to finish off a fledgling the other day that Winchester had got, even though he's got a bell on. But by the time I got to it and was bracing myself to finish it off, it passed. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like, having to do it is, and I would do it, obviously, because I don't want it suffering, but I've got to build myself up to be able to do it. Oh yeah, that's exactly it. Cece's just a little sneaky butt. Hot butt, meat, ant butt. Yeah, that's it. You got it. Rat spaceship abduction. I think so. Like it was just really odd. It was very, very strange. I'm like, who knows? And it makes me wonder that something might have been in the house because my coffee mug that I don't drink coffee wrong, but I used to make coffee stains on my paper, and a few other things had been knocked off all of my like the ledges and stuff like that. Like so, I know obviously while I was sleeping, something was happening. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm liking the color that she's becoming. Oh. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it's amazing I didn't wake up. Like, I heard something fall, and I'm like, oh, just one of the command hooks or something's given away, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Casper's still not, I'm not his favorite person because I have him in a cone. So, I figured once my colleague comes next week, I won't see him because she'll need him. So. He will go where he is needed. Slept most of the day. Oh, Jamie, that's awesome. That's a good catch up for you. At least you can bank that away now, and that'll be good. I know. I was like, I woke up this morning after the sun, and I'm like, oh, good day. I didn't wake up before daylight. I was like, woo. Um, yeah, he is good like that. That's what I mean. And as soon as she was dropping off her stuff, you could tell, yeah. And even her mother, because obviously the family helped her move and stuff, was like, "Oh, he's going to be good for you." And I'm like, "Yeah, he will. He'll know." And they're like, "Yeah, it's amazing how they just do." But apparently, their family down south train the labs for guide dogs, so they're very familiar with the peculiarities of a golden Labrador. And I'm like, excellent, very good. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of curls. What type birds in the background? probably there'll be my blue-faced honey eater will be out there. They're minor birds. They're annoying. Those the really loud ones. And then there's some butcher birds down there as well. So I can see the butcher birds on the fence. They're all having a chat. They could be, yeah, well, I can't see that far out. They could be peewee larks, not butcher birds. I can just see colouring out there. So that could be what it is. I can't make out those details. Yeah, from where I'm sitting. Should I probably use the larks? Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, it's just normal here. It's at the moment I've got the banana plant has got a nice big banana flower at the end of it, and it's right outside my bedroom. So the honey eater comes along, and we'll have a bit of a dip into it, and then have a good chat while he's there. Let me know what his day's been like. Which is lovely. It's just you get used to it that this is just what you have. Like I don't even hear them. I'm just like, oh, the birds are out there. Meh. But the birds have always been in my streams. Is there some ravens out there too? I don't know. I can't. Obviously, I'm stuck in the chair, so I don't know. But there's a whole bunch. They're having a good old chinwag out there, catching up there. Oh, you should have seen the ducks in my backyard the other day, because I've shown you all the time that we get kangaroos all the time. But the other day, the kangaroos were kicked out. They were down by the river. And I look out, and I've just got all of these ducks down the back. And they're just like, la, 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 all the ducks. And the kangaroos are right down by the river. And the ducks are living their best life. And I'm like, oh, you're so cute. But yeah, I had a whole waddle of them. I was like, bit of a change from watching Hector and his harem. He was in fine force with his harem yesterday. I mean, he must be the happiest kangaroo in Australia. I'm just saying. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the bananas are good. But we've got a lot of plants and stuff and blossoms and things that they just attract all the birds, which is great. I know when Winnie's out being Winchester, because the minor birds will let the entire world know that he's out there. I was like, I heard him going off yesterday, and I was like, oh, that's a bit intense. So I went out to just make sure he didn't have a fledgling, but he didn't. He was just on the prowl. Oh, all right. Well, that's the start of a Ginger Ninja, hey? What do you reckon? Oh, yeah, you should. Angie made something with banana flour at one point. Get her to send you the recipe. It was so good. I don't know what she did with it, but she soaked it and did something. Whatever you need. Oh, it was amazing. But yeah, so I'm like, yeah. I'm kind of just lucky in the fact that, yeah, it's just, I just look out, it's tropical without me trying very hard, which is good. I'm just sad, like, not for me because I don't like mango, but the mango's just haven't done their job this year. But yeah, so she's getting there. We will continue her hair in the next one. But I am shattered. I'm so tired. So I'm thinking I'm just going to leave her kind of there. At least she's got skin. So that's always a start, that she's not pasty white anymore. She's got a bit of colour to her. All right, I'm going to go. We will continue this next week, and we'll finish off her hair and then start on the metal components, and we'll see what happens from there. Have a lovely week, everyone, and I will see you then. But yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's the morning for me. I just need to go eat. To be honest, I can tell I need food. Because I don't actually feel hungry. I don't have that feeling anymore, but I can tell that I, in fact, need some. So that's all good. All right. Take care, everyone. Love you all. And I will see you around. Thank you. Bye.